everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown right along ringside, and we're about ready to go with another big championship wrestling program. And by golly, I'll tell you what, we've got an interesting makeup of matches
Oh,
today,
we do indeed. We have a TV title match, and this one, Kevin Sullivan will be putting his title on the line. He'll be defending it against Pat Hutchinson. Wayne Ferris will be here to go against Tim Leonard. Should be a good single match. And we'll have Koko Ware against the Golden Boy, Chick Donovan. Be our first look at him on Championship Wrestling. That's not all. Don't you go away. We have an 8-man tag team match coming up, the expiration of time match. Mr. Onita, Masa Fuchi, and the Nightmares on one side of the ring. On the other, it will be Dutch Mantel, Roy Rodgers, the Superstar, Bill Dundee, and the Dream Machine.
Oh, boy, that should be some kind of an 8-man expiration. We'll see how much time we have for all of the falls that'll be involved in that expiration thing. I had kind of the reaction that the crowd did about Kevin Sullivan. With all due respect to Pat Hutchinson defending against Pat because he's not ranked as a TV challenger, one of the ranking challengers. I want to talk to Sullivan about that a little bit later on. Right now, we're going to take time out. We'll be back with championship action coming up in just a moment. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
We're going to be ready to go with our TV championship defense in just a moment. Kevin Sullivan, the current holder of the TV championship on Championship Wrestling, along with his manager, Jimmy Hart. Kevin, when we announced the defense against Pat Hutchinson, there was kind of a murmur from the crowd. The crowd was, as I am, not particularly enthusiastic. I really kind of was looking forward to a defense against the former champion, Dutch Mantel. He has asked specifically for a rematch, and you've chosen not to give him a rematch.
Well, let me tell you this. First of all, this shirt says everything. I am number one. The other thing is... The other thing is, Dutch Mantel had his day. He lost to me right here on television. I defeated him easily, and he doesn't deserve a chance. Now, let me ask you something, Lance. You said the people were disappointed because of Pat Hutchinson. You did, too. How many times have you ever wrestled? Wait a second. How many times have you ever wrestled?
I haven't wrestled at all. I don't claim to be.
Okay.
And I'm not putting Pat down. But the fact is he is not a ranked challenger for the TV championship.
Well, let me tell you something. You know, this has stuck in the back of my head for a long time. You know, when I first came in this area years ago, Jerry Lawler slapped me around. And, you know, it almost did something to my mind, but one thing it did do, it made me strong. And this is what's wrong today. There's not enough compassion in professional wrestling. You know, there's guys like Pat Hutchinson, great upcoming wrestler. I mean, you know, someday this man may be the world's champion. You know what he's going to say? The only man that ever gave me a chance was Kevin Sullivan, because young guys like Hutchinson never get a chance for a TV title or a tag title. Guys like Lawler, Dundee, Mantel, they all get the chance time and time again. You know, even if they're defeated by champions such as myself, they always get a chance. So what I'm going to do, out of the goodness of my heart, and showing you that I am your TV champion, I am going to do something. I am going to start a campaign for young, upcoming, super wrestlers to get a chance right here on television. You know, he has everything going for him, and I have everything to lose. If he comes out and holds me to a draw, never mind defeats me, just holds me to a draw, he's going to get nationwide ranking. As you can see in all the magazines this month, I'm on the cover of every one of them. And let me tell you this. I'm here to show the people that I am really a compassionate person, that I'm probably the most misunderstood athlete of all time. So, Pat Hutchinson, I'm going to give you your chance today to make a name for yourself. And I'm expecting a tough match.
Well, we're willing to be shown about your compassion and everything else. I still have in the back of my mind the thought that Dutch Mantel deserves a
Dutch
return.
Mantel deserves nothing. That man deserves nothing. He's just a redneck.
All right.
Isn't he great, Lance? Isn't he
Yeah,
great?
he's marvelous. Okay, let's go to Davey for the official introductions for this match.
It will be a TV title match. The TV championship will be on the line. One fall, 15-minute time limit, special time limit for the TV championship match. At 197 pounds, from Memphis, Tennessee, the challenger, Pat Hutchinson, and the champion, from Boston, Massachusetts, at 220 pounds, Kevin Sullivan, his manager, Jimmy Hart. This match one fall, 15-minute time limit, referee Jerry Calhoun, and we are underway.
Okay, Dave, I've asked the former TV champ, Dutch Mantel, to come in and help us with a little commentary right here on this match. And, Dutch, we tried to get a straight answer. He gave us an answer from Kevin Sullivan. I don't know whether you heard it or not, but he's giving young people a chance now. That's his whole thing.
I'm not buying the story that he's going to give all these up-and-coming young wrestlers a chance, because we all know Pat Hutchinson is not in the caliber of Kevin Sullivan.
That's true.
And I specifically asked for another TV title rematch, and he hasn't come across with it yet. But yet he's giving Pat Hutchinson a chance, and we all know that Sullivan can beat Pat Sullivan unless Hutchinson gets real lucky. I'm not buying the story. And if he's so compassionate, why is he taking advantage of Pat Hutchinson like this?
Right up underneath the rope. Oh, Sullivan is, well.
Yeah, he looks real compassionate now, doesn't he, Lance?
Yeah,
real
really.
Compassionate.
Really.
I asked for a match, and he's dodged me 1 week. Last week he wasn't here. He was somewhere else. And now this week, he's deliberately taken a lesser opponent to put the title on the line. Now, his strategy is good. I don't mind him putting it up against people who he says deserve a chance, but I think I'm first in line, and I think he owes me a title shot. Now, Sullivan is a great wrestler. I'll have to hand him credit.
Well,
I would like to have another TV title rematch with him.
I think that the fans agree with you, Dutch. I certainly do. I think that, at least in my own mind, there was some suspect in the win that Sullivan had, but he did it, and he got the TV title. And to your credit, you haven't cried about the victory or anything. All you did was say, hey, give me another match and see if you can do it twice.
Yeah, like I said, I might have lost one battle, but I have not lost the war, and the season is not over. But I cannot get the TV title back unless he gives me a rematch, and you know that as well as I do. Now, you see, he's all over Hutchinson. Now, Hutchinson, he don't know which way's up right now. Sullivan is all over him.
And it's not to take away from Pat. It's just that he's young and inexperienced.
That's all it is.
You pointed out, he is not in the caliber of Kevin Sullivan or a Dutch Mantel.
And you see how Sullivan's got him now. He's not giving him air to breathe, and he's all over him. And Hart, don't look over here. You watch your mouth, too, Jimmy.
Yeah, he's not crying. He's just sitting here stating the facts about the thing. Dutch Mantel, our guest commentator on this TV championship. Right shoulder of Hutchinson is up, and Pat, to his credit, is trying to do his best to stay away from a pin. And Sullivan is really abusing him.
Now, see how he's taking advantage right now? He's taking advantage. Hutchinson is beat right now. Actually, he was beat in the first minute of the match. And Sullivan is not giving him room to breathe. But you see, this is where the inexperience of Pat Hutchinson shows. He doesn't know where to go right now, plus he's tired.
Yeah,
this is a rough, tough profession, and Pat Hutchinson right now is learning the hard way.
And Pat, already hurt, made the mistake. Instead of trying to get a little breathing room, went in for a double leg dive and just laid right into Sullivan. Sullivan took one step back, front face locked him. And like you say, he's just got him covered up to where he can't move in there. And that's the difference between experience and inexperience.
Well, let me say one more time, and let me reiterate what I said before. I want another TV title match with Sullivan, and he can't dodge me forever, and he's dodged me today, and I don't think it's any big secret of what Sullivan's doing. Now, you see, he's got Hutchinson down. Why don't you just go ahead and pin him now?
He's inflicting the punishment. While he was not using the point of the toe, Hutchinson was, it appeared to me, to be underneath the ropes in there, and he kept abusing him.
You see, it's easy to do this to someone who doesn't know what's going on.
Now, look at there. There was a chance for a pin, and all that great compassion. He picks him up and just continues to add injury and pain to Hutchinson's efforts in here.
He could have pinned him at that particular point, but he didn't. He's taking advantage.
Referee indicating that he used the upper arm and not the point of the elbow, and there's nothing wrong with that, although it's unnecessary, and I think that's the point we've been trying to make about Sullivan.
Back suplex. That's got to have him now.
He got him.
Well, I hope Sullivan is real proud of his efforts today, and I hope he feels like he's a real big man. But I want to say one thing. Kevin Sullivan is a coward, and I'll say it to his face. Kevin Sullivan is afraid, and he's running, and he's dodging me, and you're a coward, Sullivan. You're a coward.
He retains. He retains.
What did I tell you?
Hey, come on now, Kevin.
No, I told you, and I'll tell you to your face, friend. You're a coward.
Don't have any of it.
You're a coward, Sullivan.
Let me tell you something, Mantel. I'm not afraid of